Okay, here is an update with the Nipsey Hussle's situation. So apparently they have identified the shooter that killed Nipsey Hussle and injured two others. His name has been put out there as Eric Holder, not to be confused with the former Attorney General Eric Holder, but this piece of shit right here, Eric Holder. Um I'm glad that they have stopped saying that they felt that this was gang related or something like that, because that was the first thing that they ran with. And I said, no, this felt kind of personal, because I did get a chance to look at the surveillance tape. But, sometimes they could dox that or doctor that. And, it came from TMZ. So you only got to take that with a grain of salt when it comes to them over there. But this is the guy that they're looking for as of right now. They have given like a damn near a full description of him. They say he's 29 years old. Last seen, of course, at the scene of the crime. They said he's driving a white four-door 2016 Chevy Cruze with the license plate number 7RJD742. So that's the last known car that they know him to drive. And since he knows he's a wanted man, he's probably ditched that car. So I hope they end up finding him before he tries to hop the border, or anything like that. But I truly, and I don't know how the LAPD is going to work this out, with this investigation, as corrupt as they are. But to me, good old-fashioned street justice will do just fine when it comes to collecting this motherfucker right here. Because it's because of him, and I don't know, maybe some handlers, I don't know, that we lost one of the pioneers of this generation. Like, he was doing like Nipsey Hussle was doing a lot of things, even some things that I didn't even mention in the initial video that I was talking about, because I didn't have everything about him. But this guy was involved with a lot of stuff, and in case y'all didn't know, y'all probably know now. Nipsey Hussle and Roc Nation, which is Jay-Z's label, was set to meet with the LAPD to discuss the gang violence that was going on in that area. So this guy had his hands in quite a few things. Like, he was literally, trying to help turn other people's lives around, the way that he turned his life around. And I can't even fault him for that. But we ended up losing him because of this piece of shit right here that you see before you. It's always the good ones. I swear, it's always the good ones. But I'm glad they stopped saying gang related this and gang related that. I said I knew they was going to go with that angle. That's just like whenever a black person is lynched, they instantly go with suicide. Just like when I was talking with about Tamon Blair, they instantly with the suicide thing. But anybody with a functioning brain knows that he didn't kill himself. Just like we don't believe that this was gang related. This was personal, because I saw the surveillance tape. Nipsey was shot 5 times and once in the head, and they said that the guy came back and kicked him and ran off. That was personal. And then on top of that, Nipsey was the only one that died, and the other two are alive, but they said they're in critical condition, so that can be scary. Because critical conditions versus stable is two different things. But this is the update so far. Right now, they're still looking for this guy. But I don't care. The people in LA, I don't give a damn if they get to him first before the cops do. I would actually prefer the people of LA get to him before law enforcement does. Because they need to take all their frustration out on this man. Like, I don't give a damn if you have to call in a goddamn bounty hunter to get this guy. Get his ass. That's all I have to say right now. I'll talk to you in the next one. One last thing I wanted to insert is I hope that this is the actual guy that they're looking for, and not someone that they're putting out there in the forefront and it's somebody completely different. I hope that this is not the fall guy. I hope that this is the actual guy. And the reason I'm saying that is because we've seen this kind of thing happen before. So the actual person can actually get away. And remember, if you look, I said, if you look at that surveillance footage, it was kind of blurry. So you couldn't really make out from that angle who actually did it. They need to pull up some surveillance footage of a camera that was a little bit more closer. That way we can really get a good glimpse of this individual's face, because they didn't have any face gear on. They didn't have a face mask on. It was broad daylight and it happened really fast. So hopefully, like I said, this Eric Holder character is the actual person who did it. I don't give a damn if you have to hook this individual up to a damn polygraph machine to get the confession out of him. But hopefully this is the actual guy and not the fall guy.